again in a body I made with my own hands. With my own hands.
An abnormal brain.
Let's have one final test. Throw the switches.
Oh. Hold on. There they go. Alright, let's lower this. Oh, this is frickin' amazing. Oh, you could see the light. That's what, oh. I got the lava lamp lavaling. I got the candles candling. Oh, this is when they come to visit. Fritz. Man, I love Dwight. Oh my God, my eyes. Get it in there. Stay there. Stay in place. Hey, everybody. Wait a minute, you get a shadow from somewhere. Where's that from? There it is. Let me put this on pause. I'm so unorganized, you know, when I do these. Well, everybody, it's your old buddy Roger D. watching the classic Frankenstein. James Whale, Colin Clive, Boris Karloff, man, Edward Van Sloan, Dwight Fry, oh, Fritz. And you know, it's outside. It is Wednesday night. It's about maybe 12:30. Probably only about 12:30. You like my spooky lighting. And it's very windy and very cold. It's like down to the 30s, and it's like drizzly. It's blustery. The leaves are blowing. It's like the perfect Halloween. And we're a couple days away from the big 3-1. And, you know, every year I usually put in a Universal classic very close to Halloween just to get me in the mood. And was it last year the Universal set came out? I don't think it was this year. I think it was last year, or maybe even the year before. I can't keep track of years as they go by. But I watched them all, and then I think last year I watched Creature close to Halloween. But this year it was Frankenstein, and I'm going to watch Bride too. I'm going to watch both. They're so short. They're like hour 10, whatever. So I'm going to double bill it. I do actually have a fan edit that somebody did. I believe it's called Spawn of Frankenstein, and it's where they took both these movies and they combined them as one full story, which is great. There's no, you know, it flows perfectly from when the windmill burns and then, you know, them going through the wreckage, and the old woman. We'll see later. But this first one, man, it's great. I watched this as a kid. We had a show in Chicago called Creature Features on Saturday nights at 10 o'clock or 10:30. It was after the news, I believe. And that's where I originally seen all the Universal horror movies. And I'm talking when I was real young. And, you know, I had the Aurora model kits and the posters on the wall and the magazines, movie monster magazines. I loved these old Universal movies. And this is the mega set that came out with those and on Blu-ray. I wish the other sequels would come out on Blu-ray. Son of Frankenstein, House of Frankenstein, House of Drac, etc. And the other Creature movies. Although I hear they are working on Revenge in 3D. So hopefully that's going to come to Blu-ray. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm watching. I'm being quiet because it's like 12:30 and I don't hear the guy upstairs. But who knows if, you know, he's there with a megaphone going, "What's he saying? What's he saying? Why is he talking in the middle of the night?" Anyway, what else was I going to say about this? Oh, I love the opening credits. I don't know if anybody, well, at least I noticed it. It's cool. They had these weird, like paintings of like old, from the 30s, I'm sure, almost like carnival faces, like evil faces and eyeballs, and they were spinning while the credits were going on. And I never, well, I probably noticed that before, but I really took note of it tonight. And yeah, if I feel like talking about something, I'll talk about something. But right now, I'm watching Frankenstein. We'll talk later. Bye.
It's Dr. Waldman, Fritz. You can't see it. Go away.
I love how he pauses to pull up his sock.
I'm Maria. Will you play with me?
The famous scene. Poor Maria.
Would you like one of my flowers?
Wow. Wow, you know, as I blind myself. Damn. How did I have it before?
You have those, and I'll have these.
We ran out of flowers. Whatever will we do? Hey, everybody. I'm still watching the old Frankie. Great stuff in here, man. The makeup, especially with the Blu-ray, you could really make. It looks a little better. You could really make out the makeup on Karloff, on the arms, the piece of metal holding his left hand on, and just the drawing of like the veins and everything on the underside of his hands when he's reaching up for the sunlight. I'm getting into this. It's about 10 minutes to an hour in, and I'm going right into Bride after this. But I just wanted to. I was like, oh, here's the flower scene with the little girl. I'll put this on and talk. And this is the restored version. For years, for many years, it was excised. It was cut out because it was considered too violent for its time. And then I guess they found some really good elements, and they inserted it into, I believe it was the Legacy collection. Might have been the first time it was reinstated. Maybe there was a release before, but I doubt it. I think it was the Legacy. But anyway, yeah, I'm still watching this. Karloff is great in it. Colin Clive, even though it's very melodramatic, that whole stuff, and his acting is very almost flamboyant in a way, and it gets worse in Bride, but not worse. I mean, it for its time, it's great. I have no complaint at all about these movies, acting or anything. But anyway, I'm getting back to it, and this is the Halloween views. 31 views of Halloween. I believe this is 28? 28, 29, 30, or is it the 29th? I think it's the 28th of October, and I'm tired already. I'm already getting tired. But I'm going to trudge through and get through the Bride. I want to see Elsa, and I want to hear that beautiful score. I believe it was from Waxman, which was used so many times in Flash Gordon also. A lot of the Bride score was Flash Gordon's score. The Clay People. That thing. Anyway, I'm going back to the movie. Bye.
You mind your own business and see he doesn't get out of here. He's dangerous.
Now I can get back to more important duties. I think most of ours. On. Good night, sir.
The Burgermeister. Let me pause that. Hey everybody, with the big shadow. What the hell is that? Oh, that's my fuzzy shirt. Oh man, I'm barely trying to keep awake, and I got the spooky lighting. Fill light, fill. Oh, heavenly. What am I doing? Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm watching this. Man, this is a great movie. Bride, I really, Bride is my favorite. My favorite Universal. Just bugging me. That's better. Okay, Bride is my favorite Universal horror movie of all time, I'll say. Possibly, depending, I'd have to, I'm not even going to say it's in my top 10, top 20. Definitely in my top 20. But there's so many other movies out there that I do like. It's a much fuller movie. There's more going on. There's more characterization. There's more characters. There's these unique towns, the Burgermeister and that woman with the obnoxious voice, and Pretorius, and the arm guy, and all that stuff added. And then you have the whole sympathy for the monster, and then him learning to speak, which is coming later with the blind man, and then the whole, oh my God, the music. I love the score. The score is very much what I remember watching the old Flash Gordon serials, especially the first, the main one, the trip. I believe it's called Trip to Mars. Flash Gordon on Mars, something like that. Been a while since I've seen them, but the whole Franz Waxman. I don't know how to say it the right way. Franz Waxman, as a Chicagoan say. His score is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's and the wah 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 wah, that whole thing, and boom ba-da-dum 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 ba-da. And then, like I said, that theme, that bonk 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 theme that they what am I doing? Whoa! That they used in the with the clay people in the Flash Gordon serial, which is very similar to the John Williams theme with the Jawas, boom, boom, dun, da, 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 which is probably a homage to the Franz Waxman score. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go back with this, but I don't think I'm going to record again, so this is my tuning out. Definitely going to watch the end of this. The Creation of the Bride, and Elsa Lanchester is brilliant. That whole final sequence is great, and there's a lot of humor in this one, which we haven't gotten to yet, with the monster in Pretoria, smoke good, drink good, all that. It's just great. This is a brilliant film. I love this film. And like I said, you do feel sorry for the monster, and you're kind of rooting for him at the end. And I believe I remember hearing something in the original version. Victor Frankenstein wasn't supposed to be let go, but they changed it where he goes, "You go, you stay, we belong dead." Classic lines. And I was thinking, can you imagine the 30s, man? You had the Depression, you had all this, the war stuff, and you had just the 30s, man. Just the 30s. I don't know what it was like. I really don't, other than what I see in movies. But can you imagine living then and then seeing a movie like Frankenstein, where it was just horrifying? People were running out of theaters, which you hear now, with Jaws or Exorcist, and it goes on. But then I wonder if this is the very first sequel, possibly more for the Universal Monsters, yeah. I think Bride came out before, like, the second Mummy movie and things like that. But anyway, can you imagine being an audience going to see, I'm going to see The Bride of Frankenstein. What is this like? And it begins right where the last one ended with the burning, the windmill. And then it goes on to this full fantastic story with these characters and emotions and visuals and music and performances. It's just great. I love The Bride of Frankenstein. If you're a new person out there and you've only, those monsters, Frankenstein, Dracula, yeah. If anything, see The Bride of Frankenstein. They actually do a little tiny recap at the beginning of this of the original, so you don't even have to watch the original, but the original is a classic too. Watch these two together. You're talking maybe an hour 15 of sitting around time, maybe not even, not an hour and 15, two, possibly only 2 hours, because they're very short movies, but give it a chance. And so anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I want to get back to this. I got to see the creation scene with that music and the I love that stuff. Anyway, this is your old pal Roger D on Channel Donstar doing his 31 views of Halloween. We only have a few days left. We're counting down 3 days, I believe. And tonight it is Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, the original Universal Classics, Boris Karloff, and the rest. And the rest. Here on Channel Donstar. All right, guys. Everybody have a spooky night and bundle up because it's blistery and it's coming. The dreaded, cold, frigid nights is coming. Anyway, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. I know what I'm going to watch. You don't, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It is. It is one of those once a year. Gotta watch and it's a double feature. Okay, we'll see you then. All right, everybody. Bye. Happy birthday.